want to give my reflection of being in this place, a place that I call my home for nearly 3 years. I moved into this place in Jersey City in July 31st, 2022, and today is June 27th, 2025, nearly 3 years. I'm just grateful for the kind of memories I want to discuss a lot, and so many moving parts to this. I'm shooting my moving out video journal, and I'm calling it a video journal because I want to capture all the memories and talk a lot rather than just showing a quick snippets of what's happening today. We also have Rath Yatra today evening, and I want to shoot this outro earlier, and I also want to post this as a separate podcast episode. But to talk about the memories of this place, what a wonderful story, the way how it started and moving into this place, the apartment hunting, that's a separate podcast episode that I made. You should go and check it out, of exploring after work from Philadelphia, from Camden, coming here, taking so many trains, those 3 days super hectic. And I talked about all of that in my apartment hunting in Jersey City video. I shot my move-in vlog as well, and the kind of growth that I have seen in myself from that move-in vlog of 2022 to now moving out vlog, and again today Rath Yatra, now that I'm into spirituality in the last 1 year, my adventure with it. And today we have Rath Yatra at Pershing Field Park, so I have to finish all my work, and today night or tomorrow night I'll be moving out, and I'm moving into a devotee's place. And to talk about initiated devotees, and for me to have the devotee association and the kind of association that I have with the devotee family here in Jersey City through ISKCON of Hudson, that's something that I'm really grateful for. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's about the people around you, who they are the ones who shape you. And that's something which me, as part of being a psychology and sociology student, that's how I think of it. And devotee family, that's something I'm grateful for. Natam Prabhuji, our he's always there. I mean, when I was looking for a place, because I wanted a place to be at, because my OPT period is also ending, last 1 year job, so many moving parts. I've been saying this, and here at this place I've shot a lot of podcast episodes as well, and this is probably my last podcast episode as well. And next 2 months it's going to be at a new home. I never had the idea that I'll be staying at their place, Radhika Mataji's place, Keshav Prabhuji's place, and their family. And last year in August, I explored that area near Lincoln Park, and then I was like, you know what, it'll be nice to live around here. And now I have altar. I'm saying all of this. What all I'm speaking is with them as witness. Krishna Balaram, everyone are here, and I'm going to take my altar there. But we have deities, installed deities there, and to be with Jagannath for the next 2 months, it's going to be fun. Book my flight ticket as well next 2 months. I'm just going to give it my best. And at this point, I am in Sharanagati mode, surrender mode to Krishna. Whatever happens, it's Krishna's plan all along. But to just give a glimpse of the kind of life that I lived in this Jersey City home, moving in here, and the kind of life that I had in Philadelphia, amazing bachelor life, that's something that I'm really grateful for. For me to talk about my life as an international student in the US, that's something I feel when people hear, that's something people will be jealous for. I mean, at the end of the day, it's no comparison. Now that I'm becoming a better, good, kind human, I'm still consider myself like a fallen soul, still getting better through spirituality, through ISKCON. But then when I first moved here, there was a lot of pride, false ego, arrogance, so many vices that a man can have. Every single thing was there in me. And then I was like, I can replicate every single thing that I did in Philadelphia. That's what I thought. And after coming here, it was a culture shock altogether. Even though I thought, you know what, it's going to be a lot of Indians, but then I also had a lot of false ego, pride, because the kind of life that I had in Philadelphia, I thought I'll replicate it. And there's so many things. I had that so much of anger, hate, toxic anger, every single thing has been reduced as well throughout the course of time. For me, when I moved in 2022, you should also check out the apartment hunting video in Jersey City, move in vlog. And then now this is move out, and then to talk about all of this, I mean, it's so many emotions are going through me right now. And after coming here, I have changed a lot. That's something I can say for sure. And I was a very different person when I came in. I was like, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that. And yes, I did. To be close to this area near Journal Square, just take a train to opposite direction. It's New York. The other opposite direction, it's Newark, where I went to my university. I graduated, and that's altogether a different story. For me to leave this house at 6 a.m., coming back home after 17-18 hours, and this just using this place to sleep, and weekends going on solo dates to New York City, just exploring all the places that I've done till now. And 150 plus solo dates, that's something that I'm grateful for, that I got to do from here. All I had to do is just take 5-10 minute 5-6 minute walk to Journal Square Transportation Center, one subway train. It's like half an hour, 45 minutes, you'll be in New York City, 33rd Street or World Trade Center. And then so easy for me. And that too in the last 1 year, with the temple being just walkable distance from my place, and I don't even have to take the scooter. And Nautam Prabhuji is also nearby. He's literally my neighbor, so to have him, and then so much exploring I have done with him, getting to know him better now that I'm into spirituality, I'm into ISKCON, and to have a person like him, that's something I'm grateful for, the association. And the last 1 year I also have my scooter, so today I crossed 1,000 miles in my scooter, and that scooter I got it during my Independence Day sale and July 4th sale. 1,000 miles crossed today, and today is also more video journal that I'm shooting. And I mean, it's so fun, so much of growth, so much I've changed, so much I've evolved. And to discuss all of that in a compact video, definitely I'm trying to do my best and justify every single thing, because it's a video channel, I have to talk about all of that. And how much of the things that has been accumulated, because you have seen my room and there's so much of things. And then because of devotees, one suitcase already went through Dev Prabhu and Meelu Mataji and family, that's adventure altogether. Two suitcases are going through them, and now I have 46 kg, 2 plus 1, and then I have so much of load that I'm also a minimalist right now. I'm trying to declare as much as I can. 7-8 bags, huge bags, 8-gallon bag, 30-gallon bag I've just donated. That's how much stuff I accumulated in the last 4 years in the US. I've never been back home. I wish I did, but then things are playing out according to Krishna's plan. During summer, here, there, I was working, solo did, so many things were happening. 2022 to 2023, so much of things that I've done at graduate schools, so many roles that I held at graduate school. That's something that I'm grateful for. I don't take things for granted. So much I've learned in that community kind of feeling. And to come out of it now that graduation happened, last 1 year job search, here in this house, this is a place I've been here so much. And then windows, you're getting to see outside, and the huge buildings. When I first came to Jersey City, all those buildings were not there, and Journal Square, just two buildings, and then third building came up, and then there's another tower, residential buildings. Journal Square is being a very different place. It's a good thing for sure. It's getting a lot of people here, and the kind of ethnicity around here, so many Indians. And then yeah, I mean, I can talk about so many statistics and stuff, but then I spent a lot of time outside home. But the last 1 year with spirituality, with just Natham Prabhuji calling me, okay, we are going here for temple, here, there, adventure. I'm just, okay, I'm ready. I'm just willing to go. 2023 to 2024, 1 year, and just exploring. I did my MMA training. I did so many vlogs. I recorded so many podcast videos. And this house, for me to live a bachelor life, this taught me a lot about myself as well. When I first came into this house, I never learned or knew what it's like to be alone, to live alone, and that's a very important quality, which I feel I am looking at it as a flag in a relationship. And that's something more like, I'm comfortable being alone. And once you have that quality in yourself, that's when you are more likely to be more comfortable in relationship with anyone. Because are you in a relationship because you want to be, or because you hate to be alone, you're afraid to be alone? What are you not addressing? And in the beginning, yes, there was loneliness, because you have so much of false ego, pride, or like, okay, you're not getting the people, right set of people around you. But then once I learned to be alone, be comfortable alone, that's changed the whole ball game altogether. And that's something that I'm really grateful for. And yeah, I mean, for me to say that I have lived around like 7-8 roommates till now, and none of the roommates have had a problem with me, and I never had a personal problem with them. And that just shows what kind of a person as well as a roommate I am. To never have ever shouted at anyone, I've never shouted at anyone, never been angry at anyone. But now, since it's a video channel, I can talk about it openly, because now I'm going to be a devotee family. It's going to be a very different story altogether. But now 7-8 roommates in Philadelphia, different story. Here it was the Spanish girl, and then it was another Spanish boy, and he's from El Salvador, the other person. Good bonding with all of them, but it was strictly professional as roommates, but still we got things solved. And then Daniel, he was here, and then it was nice living with him. We greeted each other in the hallway. There's no proper hall to sit outside, so I had to bring food here. But then kitchen, or passing through the hallway. That's where we would meet and talk and discuss a lot of things. Daniel came once or twice to meet me here as well. He was such a nice guy, and we are still in contact. And the other person, Lisa, she is also amazing. Here and there, because the hallway, the kitchen is close to her room, the noise, so I have to be mindful of the noise. But apart from that, another person, I actually lost my keys 2 days back, and I also have a zip pouch that I've been keeping with me for the last 2-3 years. Ever since I came to the US, I have not been carrying a wallet. So zip pouch, I had emergency money which my uncle gave me when I moved into my Philadelphia house, $20, $5 bills, four bills, and he told me, if someone drunkard, someone asks for it, or if he feels dangerous, just give away the bills. Don't just keep arguing or fighting with them. I was like, you know what? When I'm moving out, I'm going to keep this with myself, and then it will be a good moving out journal record clip. That's something I wish I could do, but then in a bus, I lost it. And yes, I thought it was just lost, but when I think about it, it's technically stolen, but maybe it fell from a pocket, but it is what it is. My house keys were there, but then Lisa helped me get the copy of keys today. I got it done. Till then, it was slightly dependent. Me being dependent, I hate being dependent as well, because yeah, each one has their own schedule, and then getting it sorted, that's a different story. Now I got my keys are done for like $4. I'm like, okay, I have my emergency keys as well. Once in between, I forgot my keys inside, and then I had to break the door lock, replace the lock. So much of adventure has happened here. I was thinking about how I'm going to move out of all this stuff. Closet is going to be here, mattress is going to be here. I talked to my landlord. I hope my landlord gives me back my security deposit. We had our own arrangement. It's like, okay, we'll settle it with my last month rent. And now that I'm going to Devotee's place, I'm going to get back $375 hopefully. So it was adjusted half and half. So that's something solid. And the other person, after Daniel moved out last year, even though I did not get to know him so much well personally, he was still an important role in my life, because we are all staying in the same place, and that's a different kind of bond altogether. The other person who moved in, that's my first Indian roommate, and that person is literally and figuratively is the Indian dramatic aunt, different generation. And that's a perfect example of how a roommate as well as a person should not be. Yes, person can have good heart, but it also needs to be, the person needs to be easy to live with. But from the beginning itself, me and other roommate, Spanish girl Lisa, had problem, and she's also a nice strong independent woman who would voice out every single thing. And my Indian roommate never took out the trash in the beginning, and then Lisa and I noticed, and we started having our own trash cans. Imagine 3 trash cans in one house. I have told it to her a lot of time, you need to take out trash, but how do I argue or talk to someone who refuses to take out the trash? And that's a different story. I started having my own trash can, but then once Lisa came home from outside, she was out for 2-3 days, and then there was so much of stench inside at midnight. Lisa shouted so much at this person. This person is not even realizing what was going wrong. And then it's like, okay, no. Then she started taking out trash, and that was after like 3 months. Till then, me and Lisa, there was used to be a competition between me, Daniel, and Lisa also, who will take out the trash, because earlier it was just one trash can. And that's something I'm like, that's a decent basic quality of being a good roommate, is to take out the trash. And the other quality which this person was not doing, it is what it is. That was a whole story, but that told a lot about that person itself. It speaks volumes. And the other thing is, which I believe is the quality of a good roommate, is when you use something, or when you use a room, make sure that you leave it in such a place that the other person does not even know that you used it in the first place. So that's something which I really believe. And the common area is what, kitchen and bathroom, but you're keeping that place dirty, unclean, and we have rat infestation, and so many cockroaches also started coming because of this person. So see, if three people I have been living here for 3 years, and this person I moved in 2 years back, we did not have any problem. But when a new person comes in, and then we start having problems, so we can easily point out who's at fault, right? So that's something which I realized. But it is what it is. This person, I mean, using the stove, keep the stove clean, so it's inviting for the other person to use it, because that's a common area. Keep your things clean, keep things clean as much as you can. Use it, clean it every single time you use it. That's a basic quality. But this person did not clean the stove. We had to tell it so many times. I was still patient with her. I was still very tall and never shouted at her. Even the dryer, because that lint which gets formed, you need to take it out, you need to put it out in the trash, otherwise it's a very dangerous thing. That's something I got to know the first thing I moved into my Philadelphia house through my roommate. It's like, okay, don't do this. And that's something I've been mentioning, and that's something which never happened as well. And after shower, you're a woman's long hair that gets stuck there, and I've been cleaning the shower area, bathroom, toilet ever since. We take turns. There's also competition of who cleans it first and all that, but that is also something which you did not do. I mean, something basic human roommate's quality. And you're using Wi-Fi, pay for the Wi-Fi, $7-8. It's a basic thing, but you're refusing to pay for Wi-Fi. But here and there, you're having devices that are connected to it. Oh, what justice is that? That it is what it is. And I mean, now that I'm moving out, it's a different story, but it speaks a lot about the person's character. Imagine, I mean, you are in a tightly knit community group. You have few people that you talk to, and then a person who needs assistance. I'm telling all of this indirectly. Person who needs assistance, like someone who is differently abled, or someone who is pregnant, is refusing to ask you for help, even though they are close to you or they talk to you a lot, is refusing to ask you for help, tells a lot about the person's character, and says how dependable you are or how responsible you can be. And that it is what it is. And I'm like, wow, I never, this is the kind of person that I don't want to be with in my close circle. That's the kind of, I mean, you can be a good person with good heart, maybe you are, maybe you're not, but then you're refusing to do so and so basic things, keeping the things dirty, unclean. And then in between, she accused me and Lisa of tampering with her room lock. There was no substantial evidence and proof, and Lisa called her out. There's still no picture. Okay, there's room tampering. Let's say the lock was tampered. By whom? That's something we have to lodge a complaint with the police or inform the landlord about it. There's no proof about it. I'm like, okay, I found it in trash can near the garbage. I'm like, who would do it? Let's suppose someone actually did it when me and Lisa were actually at home that day, and this happened just 2 weeks back. And from since then, she's showing a lot of ego attitude. And I'm like, there's something to be professional. Move on. Just accept that. Admit that it was a mistake on your part, that you tampered or you misplaced it. Why are you saying that was something tampered and you're accusing two people who are staying here? And then Lisa called her out. That's Lisa calls out. That's something which I really love about her. And I'm just a patient person, but then this person has been doing like this. The person's personality is also like a room. The room has no windows, tiny room, and 24/7 need to talk to people around, lonely. And that's something which I was in the beginning, but then there's a quality which I feel is a flag in a relationship together. You're not comfortable being alone. Like, how are you going to be comfortable? Yes, now we are engaged, it's a different story, but again, there's so many other qualities. It's going to be responsibility of the other person as well. This just says a lot about this person not paying for Wi-Fi, keeping the need to keep the room clean, use the area, clean the area like bathroom, kitchen, keep things clean, don't keep things in other people's places. These are all basic qualities. And having so each one you're free to do your own, but keep the common area clean, use it, but keep area clean. So much of gossip, like proper drama queen, Indian dramatic aunt, different generation altogether. So much of qualities you don't want a person to, that you want to be with, to you want to be with a person, but you really hope that it's not the person, this kind of person with these kind of qualities, and you're not fulfilling your duties and responsibilities as a roommate. You're not holding yourself accountable, you're not holding yourself responsible for the kind of mistakes that you did. I mean, it does not matter now. I'm like, yes, now it was all professional. Now I had to tolerate all of this for last 2 years, but now I'm moving out. Now it's a different story, and with all this log drama, she's also moving out. So it's a different story altogether. But that's the kind of person that I don't want to be with or want to know on a personal level. That's something that I understood, the Indian dramatic aunt altogether. But here's what it is. Now I'm moving on. I learned a lot about myself, about other people here in Jersey City, with a kind of culmination of my episode in Jersey City. Here, I'm going to be around for the next 2-3 months before I fly back. But this journey that I had till now, that's something that I'm really grateful for. So much of growth in me, so much of gratitude, so much of ego, vices, every single thing moved out. And I would face the side, this my altar, I would face the side, do my japa at 5 a.m. in the morning. And it's a journey altogether. I still have some rounds pending, still have half day today, Rath Yatra. And I think I have covered every single thing that I really want to cover. And so much of things going on. My neighbors are there, here, there, landlord, and I hope to get my security deposit, and that I'll get tonight at end of today. Hopefully, no drama. Every single thing is have it as screenshot as a proper text message, so everything happens as smoothly as possible. Me moving out with so many things. I mean, it's going to take like 2-3 hours. I kept this place as clean as possible without keeping it dirty. I completed all my responsibilities and I held myself accountable every single time if and when I have went wrong. But this journey altogether has been amazing, and really, really, really grateful for it, because the kind of plan that Krishna had for me to know the people of who I want to be with, who I don't want to be with, the kind of perfect examples of how a person should be, how a person should not be, as well as the roommate. My roommate journey is also coming to an end, because I'm going to move to another country, move to another house, be with devotees, initiated devotees. I'm super excited for the journey ahead, and I'm really grateful. And it's all about having fun and being grateful. At the end of the day, Roventure, one chapter is ending in Jersey City, home in Academy Street. I don't want to give the exact address, but it's a journey altogether. But a new chapter is going to start soon, from today night, after moving out. And that too with Natham Prabhuji's help. I came in with my uncle's help. I love him as well. And now Natham Prabhuji's, he's my mentor, my guide in spirituality, and Krishna's plan all along. He has the best plan for me. I surrender to him. And one chapter is ending. Proventure in Jersey City, Academy Street is ending. New chapter opens. It's going to be a wonderful journey. I can feel it for sure. I have grown a lot in this home. I'm just getting emotional. I've grown a lot in this home, and it's going to be a journey altogether. And this taught me a lot about myself. This house, therapy sessions, my growth in graduate school, being here alone, comfortable alone. These are qualities that I really had to learn, push through myself, and learn the hard way, the easy way, every single way. I mean, Krishna is there to guide me. Go and share new chapter starts. Thank you all for watching. See you all in another one. Till then, bye from me.